Hello patrons, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer and welcome back to the playthrough of Bug Hunt. This is the first combat mission. This is the second video. If you watched the previous video, you'll know what the situation is. I've got two enemies here, two up here. These two are stunned. These two, did I hit them? No, I think I missed on them completely, so they're okay. I did manage to kill one. All right, we are at the quick phase, so let's go ahead and pick up right where we left off. I'm going to roll 5 dice for the quick phase. I'm looking for 1s and 2s. I got a single 2. That 2, I could give it to the Sarge. And the Sarge might be able to take out, well, he could only take out one of them. If he got 2 hits and delivered 2 stuns, he could kill one. Or I could give it to one of these guys to try and shoot them. But none of them have a weapon that shoots twice at 2 different... One of them has a shotgun, but it has to be the same target. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to... These can move 3, and that is it. They could dash 2. You know what? Yeah, they could. Well, no, they can't. They can't do anything because they're stunned. So on their turn, they will remove those. So they're basically useless right now. So let me see if I can take out one of these. I'm going to give it to this one right here. And he is a, you know what, I'm going to give it to Red. Better chance of hitting. Red moves here. Red has a reaction of 2, so I can give that 2 to him. He gets 2 shots with a shotgun against this guy. The 2 hit is going to be 3 or higher, but he's +1 combat, so I need 2s or higher on the dice. That is a single hit. The 6, by the way, the 6 is interesting. If you roll a 6 when you shoot, you get another shot for free. It's called rapid fire. Yep. So it's called rapid fire. If you get 2 1s, I already got a 1. If you get 2 1s in the same combat round, the weapon malfunctions and you got to fix it, and that takes time. So the question is, do I want to roll that second shot? I can see what this first shot does, and then I can do that. So the first shot hits. His toughness is 4. The shotgun does damage of +1. So to kill him, I need to roll a 4 or higher. I rolled a 3. 3 + 1 is 4, which meets his toughness. If you meet the toughness, but don't equal it, they get a wound and you knock them back an inch. And a wound is a red marker. And if you get 2 wounds, wounds don't go away. If you get 2 wounds, you're out of the game. So if I can wound this one more time, it would be killed. So the question is, with that second shot, it has to be against the same target. So let's go ahead and try. What I don't want is a 1. What I do want is a 2 or higher. I rolled a 2 or higher, so I rolled a 5. It's a hit, and for the hit, I need to roll a. Oh, by the way, the creature is also, when it's wounded, there is there's another penalty. It is -1 for brawls, and it can no longer make dash moves. All right, so it can't dash, and it's -1 in brawls. Brawls is when it's base-to-base contact with a mini. So let's go ahead and see if I can kill him. I need a 4 or higher here. I got a 1. So unfortunately, that also knocks him back another inch and it stuns him. So he has a stun token as well. That's good. All right. It is now, I'll move this to a 6. It is now the enemy phase. This enemy can move 3 inches. The closest one is going to be this guy. So he will move. When an enemy moves into base-to-base, you're doing a brawl. The way brawl works, you roll 1 die for the enemy, 1 for your trooper, and you add combat bonuses. So this guy is combat +0. The creature, by the way, is, I think it was +2 maybe, or +3. The tentacled creepers are combat of +3. So more likely that he's going to win since he's adding 3. I do, however, get to add a... No, I don't. He doesn't have a pistol. So it's just straight up. I hope I roll higher than him. I rolled a 6 to its 4. He beats me. The 4 + 3 is 7. That means he gets a hit on my trooper. We do the exact same thing. Now he's going to try and roll higher than my toughness. And my toughness is 4. Yep. But this creature has a damage modifier of +1. Golly. So all he's got to do is roll a 4 or higher. He rolled a 5, so he successfully kills my trooper. I am down a trooper. All right, let's come over here. These two do not get to move. We remove their stuns, and that is their turn. He removes his stun, but he's still wounded, and that's all he can do. And now we go to the contact markers. Let's do this one. I beat it 6-3. It will move 6 inches in a random direction this way. The rules say that when it reaches an edge, it stops. So it's right there. Let's roll for that one right there. Can you see that one? No, you can't. Let me rotate the board a little bit. There's one right there. I'll roll a red again. 5-4. I win. It moves 5 inches in that direction. So, what did I say? 5. That would put it right about here. Okay, not bad. These two have already done, and there's one over here. Actually, there's 2 over here that have to be checked. Let's do the top one. It beats me so it moves 2 inches. Well, it can't climb 2. It can only, if it moves 2, you can't move up half a wall. So what I'll do is I'm gonna just move it 2 inches to the left. I don't know if the rules cover that, but got to get it out of there. All right, I beat the next one. It's 5-1, so it will move 5 inches this way. So 5 inches, we'll put it right about here. And now it is slow phase. All right, my turn. Let's go ahead and see. Those stun markers went away, and that's what stunk. Now they're healed again. He's wounded. Let's see if we can get rid of him. But first, we got to get rid of this guy. So I'm going to have him fire. He needs to roll. He's +0, so he needs to roll a 3 or higher. He rolls a 1, and he misses. Man, these troopers are not good. All right, this one will fire. Needs to roll a 3 or higher. He rolls a 3. He hits. Does he get through the toughness? It's +0, so he needs to roll a 5 or 6. He rolls a 2. It's enough to knock it back and stun it. And then he is done. Maybe we could kill this one. You know what? I'm going to hit the wounded one. I'm going to have to move up because he's not. Oh no, his range is. No, I want him within 6 because a 3 is easier. So a 6, he will just move up there, and then he will fire. He needs a 3+, and he missed. Oh man. Okay. Let's deal with the Sarge. The Sarge and Blue. Blue will move up just enough. You know what? He doesn't have to. If he does, if he wants that +3. But that risks them coming in. Let's pull back. Actually, no. We need to be aggressive here because we got to get those tokens. The Sarge. The Sarge is definitely within 6. He is. He will shoot double barrel at this one. Let's see what happens here. Sarge is +1 combat, and he's within 6, so he needs to roll a 2 or higher. He did. He got 2 hits. So I'll roll two hits to see if they kill him. It's +1 damage, so I need to roll a 4 or higher. I got 4 and 4. Guess what? That delivers 2 wounds, which is enough to kill this creature. Oh, hold on. For a 5 and 6, it will shrug it off. No. Definitely killed it. All right. That was excellent. All right. Commando here, Blue, Griggs, he only gets 1 shot. He will move up, and he will take a shot. He's +1, so he needs to roll a 2 or higher. And he does. He hits it. Does it go through? What does he have? He has a combat, which has no modifier. So he needs a 5 or 6 to kill it. He does not. But he does knock it back an inch, and he stuns it. All right. That is all of my guys. They have all gone. So pick the dice up, and we start with the quick phase again. Quick phase, roll 5 dice. I got a single 2. All right. That 2 is going to go to red. Red needs to try. Red has the shotgun, so he's going to get 2 chances, and he needs to only move up an inch. And he's going to shoot twice at him. He's wounded, so if I can wound him one more time, I might be able to kill him. He needs, he's within 6. He needs 2 or higher. He got 2 hits. The 6 will allow me to do another shot if I need it. Both hits are +1 damage, so I'm looking for 4s or higher to kill him. I got a 3 + 1 is a 4, which does apply a wound. So he gets a second wound. However, he does get that 5 plus shrug off roll. He rolls a 2 and he is killed. Ooh, okay. So red went. I will change it to a 6. Now it's the enemy phase. We remove this. We remove this. That is the enemies that are visible. Now we do the contacts. Let's do this one. I beat it. Which direction? That direction 5, so it will move back into here somewhere. All right, let's do that one up there. You know what? I keep forgetting to move him. I can't believe I did that. That was my fault. He will move. That creature will move 2 inches in a random direction this way. All right. I can't believe I have forgotten to move him. Oh well, my loss. Let's go ahead. That was, oh no, we got to rotate. All right, so it's over here. Let's go check these 2 out. So let's do this one first, or let's do this one. I beat it. Which direction? 4 inches in this direction. All right, so it's going to move right about here. This one, it wins 6 inches, so it will go it'll go right about here. Yeah, we'll move it a little bit further. All right. I need to kill this, run for that, and I need to kill that and run for that, and we can do this. All right. So all my heroes now will do slow phase. So let's do this. Soldier here will fire. +0, so he needs a 3 or higher. He hits. Does he get through it? He needs a 5 or 6 to get through it. He misses, so he knocks it back, and it gets a stunned. And he has activated. This guy will move. Oh, by the way, I totally forgot. When you're within 9 inches of a signal, you have to do something. I should have done this turns ago, but since I forgot about him, that's okay. All right, here's the rule. On a signal, when you are within 9 inches, roll a d6. If you roll a 1, it changes to a contact. You place a contact marker on top of the signal. 4, I do not. Okay. Then, if you're within 3 inches of a signal, you can roll on the signal chart to see what it is. I will move here. I'm within 3. On page 208, you roll a d6. I rolled a 3, which is danger. The signal is a beacon. Upon replaying the message, it warns of an entry point the enemies are using to attack. Randomly select a point along a battlefield edge and mark it as a spawn point. All right, here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a d10, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'll re-roll 9s and 10s. I rolled a 9, so I'll re-roll that. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so there is now a spawn point, and I have a token for that somewhere. I thought I did. I don't, but I will make one. So I will put a purple tactical over on the far. You know what? I'm not even going to spin it. I'm just going to put it over here in the middle. That is now a spawn point. Enemy markers will spawn there. Okay, so now that I've determined the signal, I get to pick it up. And I put it here. I have allocated 1 signal out of the 2. I've got 1 more. He's within 9 inches of it, so let me roll to see what it is. Is he within 9? Yeah, that's within 9. Yeah. So let's roll. On a 1, it becomes a contact marker. I rolled a 2, so there is no contact marker placed on it. So he is done. Let's go ahead and 2 wounds will kill this guy. So let's do this. He steps up. I want him to take the brunt. If he charges, I want him to. So he steps up. He needs to roll a 3 or higher, and he missed. This guy will step up and roll 3 or higher, And he hits, and he will get a second shot if he needs it. So does the first shot get through his toughness? He's a +0. It does not, but it does apply a second wound. And then finally, he gets a second shot. I'm going to take it. It's a 3 or higher, and he hits. Does it get through his toughness? It does, so it kills him. But he has a 5+ save, and he fails it. So I kill him. All right. Woo! All right, let's see. He is done. And now Sarge. Sarge will step up, so he's within 6. Let me turn this so you can see it. Sarge steps up, and he will take both barrels on this guy. He needs he's within 6, so 3 plus he needs 2s or higher. He got 1 hit, man. And that 1 hit is a +1 damage, so a 4 or higher. I rolled a 3. That wounds it. That's fine. He'll take a wound. He will step up. Blue has a combat rifle, and he's +1 combat, so he needs to roll a 2 or higher. He does. Does he hit it? He needs, it's no modifier, so he needs a natural 5 or 6. I rolled a 4. That meets his toughness, so he gets a second wound. And if he doesn't make his skin save or armor save of 5 or 6, he dies. He dies. Nice. All right. They have gone. Everybody has gone. All right. Time to wrap this mission up. It is now time for quick phase. I roll all my dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would love a lot of 1s and 2s here. I got a single 2. All right, let's get him activated. Green has a reaction of 2, so I can't assign it to him. I need him to get to this blue objective, which is called Retrieve. The Retrieve objective, basically, is exactly what it says. A trooper moving into contact can pick it up. You must keep it until the evac. If you die, you drop it. All right. So his 4 inches will move here, and as his second action, he will retrieve the object, and he is done. Slow phase. There are no enemies out. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? The spawn. Hold on. Let's spin it around, because after the slow phase, I should have done this. So for here, you place a tracking token, and you roll to see what happens to it. My 5 beats a 3. It will move 5 in a random direction this way. 5. Oh, not that. That. All right. So now we do it again. So I'll just start here with this one. We're on the enemy phase. My 2 beats its 1. It moves in a random direction that away. 2. Let's do this one. My 5 beats its 1. 5 inches in a random direction this way. 5. Let's do this one. My 2 beats its 1. I'm rolling good today. It goes that way, 2. And then last is this one. Well, no, we got a bunch more. We got one right here. My 4 beats its 2. 4 in this direction. And then we got one up here next to the barrels. And my 6 beats, I won all of those. 6 inches that way. All right. So it's under the bridge, under the stairs. All right, I think we can do this. Slow phase, all my soldiers will activate. I'm going to get them all here because you have to have this evac point and it's within a certain range. If your soldiers are all spread out, you're never going to do it. Because the evac will leave and you have to call it again. And in calling an evac is even a roll, a random roll. So let's do this. These guys will all move 6 away from here. You know what? No, why not? Why not stay away from that one and that one? We'll pull them back. They're going to pull back 6. Pull back 6. They're all pulling back. They're all going to stand around here. All right. These 2. All right. He already went in the fast phase, so they're all done. And these 2 can move 6. I need to get... Is he within 9? He is within 9 of the signal. So let's roll for the signal. Is it an action? On a 1, it's a 4. So there's no tracking marker there. So he will move 6. He dashes here. And this one will also move 6. And he's right next to him. All right, they're right there. Yeah, okay. They are done. That is the end of the slow phase. Now we come over here and we spawn another. By the way, I forgot, on the spawn point, it's not necessary that it spawns. You have to roll. Okay, so here's how you do the spawn. The spawn roll, a single spawn is now revealed. Make a random direction roll in the center and follow the indicator. Okay. Every spawn point has a countdown marker placed in a previous round. Lower the countdown by 1. So I forgot to do that. So technically, I shouldn't have put that here. I should have rolled a, see step 3. The countdown, you roll a d6. So I rolled a 3. So technically, it will count down 1 each round, and then it will spawn. But I forgot to do that, so I'm going to have to live with it. So because of that, if the score is reduced to 0, remove it and place a contact. Remove a d6 for every spawn that does not have it. So now it doesn't have a countdown. So next round, it will produce another one. So that's not good. All right, let's come back over here and let's do the fast phase. Collect the dice. Roll 5. Hopefully some 1s and 2s here. I got a single 1. Come on. I'm going to give it to green since he's got a... Well, no, I don't, because we got signals up here which he can get. He's going to run for it. He's going to try to get back home. He'll go 6, which is right here, and he is done. All right, now no enemies revealed, but there are lots of tracking. So let's do the tracking. Let's start with this one. I beat it 4 inches in a random direction that way. So we'll put it right up there. Let's just rotate to the right. We'll do this one. Tie, so you put another marker on top. Let's do this one. I beat it 4 inches in a random direction this way, so it will go right there. Can't go beyond the board. This one right here, I beat it 6 to 5. It will move 6 inches that way, so up into the corner. And then lastly is the one under the stairs. Let me just turn it this way so I'm facing it, and then we will see what it does. It beats me. It moves 4 inches towards the nearest one, which would be one of these guys up here. So it will move 3, and it can't climb, so on its next turn it will be up that ladder if it reveals itself. All right, slow phase. He is within 3 of the signal. So let's roll to see what the signal is. That is again on page signals. Page 208. Roll a d6. I rolled a 3, which is danger. The signal is a beacon. Randomly select a point. Okay. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. I rolled a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there is going to be a beacon point put over here. And I roll a d6 to see what its time is. It has a counter of 5. So that's not too bad. I've got 5 rounds before it'll start spawning something. All right. So he triggered this. So he gets it. I've got my 2 signals. Now the scout objective has to be met. And let's see what it is. Cannot remember. The scout objective is this objective is completed at the end of the round during which a trooper moved to make contact with a marker. So you just got to be next to it. So my guy here will move, and on the next round he can collect that. I'm going to move him up to protect. So they have both moved. We're still in slow phase. So these guys, I'm going to pull back here. Going to try to get into, hopefully a spawn doesn't happen back here. 6 would put him right there, and they'll all sort of be around him like so. All right. That is the end of the slow phase. We lower this by 1. I think that's how that works. And then, what did I say? Slow phase. All right, so now we roll for the quick phase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Didn't one of these have a 1 on it? You did. Hold on, I got to go back over here. Yep. So during the spawn phase, which is right now, this comes away. We roll, we put a marker on it, and we roll to see where that marker goes. 6 inches in my general direction, which would put it right about here. All right. And then 5 again on this one. All right. Now we're at the fast phase. I need to roll some dice. I need a bunch of 1s and 2s. Come on. I haven't had any 1s or 2s, a lot of them during this whole game. 2 1s. You know what? That's good enough. I'm going to give 1 to this guy because I want him out of here, away from this spawn. And I'm going to give 1 to blue so that he can grab it and run. All right, so it says, trooper moving to contact spends a combat action. That's a retrieve. Hold on, Scout. The objective is completed at the end of the round during which trooper moved to make contact with the marker. Already did that one. The objective is completed at the end of the round during which a trooper moved to make... Oh, okay, so I would have gotten it last turn. All right. I have 2 objectives and 2 signals. I can call for evac. So, on his turn, he is going to move 4, and then he's going to drop. He is done. Sarge is like, where'd he go? Now, there are no enemies, so we go for the marker. We lower this by 3, or by 1. We roll for this marker. It moves 6 in my general direction. This is the closest one, so it will move right over here. Let's do the one under the stairs. It beats me. It moves 4 inches up. So it will go 3 and 1. So my Sarge can see it. He is within 6 inches in line of sight. So I roll a d6 to see what it is. I rolled a 3, which is enemies. How many of those? Ooh, 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 of these guys showed up. Sarge is like, not having it. All right, so they showed up. Wow. All right, so he moved. I forgot to move him in the fast phase, sorry. He can move 2 and 4. So he's hauling butt. All right, so then we go to the phase. So I did this one, I did that one. Let's spin it, and we got to do the bunch over here. All right, so let's do these 2 on top. The top one, I win 3 in this direction, so it basically just drops down. The other one, tie, so we put another marker on top. Let's do, this goes down to 4, and we have this one in here. Let's do him. I win 5 inches in a random direction. That way we'll go 3, 4, 5, and then let's do this one. I win 5 inches, and it moves that way 5. All right, so it's under these trees. Still can see my Sarge, and that's not good. All right, Sarge, you guys got a call for evac. So here's how it's going to work. Slow phase. Sarge can move 6. Well, he can move 4, which gets him to the edge. And then I will say he moves his remaining 2, and he drops. So he has to stop. So he's done. Calling for evac. Let's get to that. All right, you know what? That's 30 minutes. I got to end this before the video ends. I try to keep these under 30 minutes. This is Jim the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks, patrons, for watching my playthrough video. Looks like this mission's going to finish up in the next video, so I hope you'll join me then. Until then, everybody, take care.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame newsletter. Each week, the Tabletop Engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.